Go ahead and get there she is. She's jumping in here too. All right, cool, cool, cool. Wait, so we got four people in here.
Somebody's loading.
Yeah, who's the
Kira.
who's the fourth person? So we have four people.
No, I don't see another person.
I only see three, Trey.
Yeah, it said four. I don't know why I said four at first.
That's your imaginary friend.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, tell them to get on out of here.
I mean, that's your
Yeah,
imagination, friend, Trey.
I, this
You
one that's our foe.
you gotta tell him
It
to.
probably was me on a. I was trying to sign in at first, but it was just sitting there and it said it was waiting for you to load, and then I had to log out, and it was probably me.
Mm. Yeah, I didn't never seen that before. I was like, what in the world? Because I didn't see anybody, but I did see your name, Marquita's name pop up twice, and then it vanished. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, the
But
Zoom calls hate me today.
no, no, no. You're all good. You're all good. We want to get into this book. Kara, Marquita said that you're almost done with your second book.
No, I'm not almost done. I'm
Wh-
way farther than where I was.
Ooh, what
Okay.
are you writing about?
Trauma.
Trauma?
So you could probably help me with it. You could probably might be
Ah,
surprised and get some acknowledgement in there or something, you know.
Come on, get some money.
T- Trey.
Mm.
I'm not asking for money. I mean,
You're
if you want to give me
Trey,
money,
like that's a
I'll
business
take it.
deal.
But I'm not asking for it.
Marquita trying to get all your ideas, but
No,
ain't trying
no,
to pay
I was
nobody.
actually no, I was honestly I was looking because I I was getting a lot of the book done while I'm at work, but there
Hmm.
a lot of the new people that's starting to come are just
I'm sorry.
and they're like on their phones and watching TV and stuff. So they're starting to like crack down to us being on our computers and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
So I was looking for someone who knows a little bit about the topic that might want to, join into the book with me, and then we could just put like the book by so and so. You know,
Mm.
I'm not too selfish for that. And I might need a little bit of help. So hey, it is what it is.
You can, yeah, definitely reach out. I will, yeah, I, I would be glad to help you.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Come on with it. Come on with it.
What?
But yeah, no, the book is about trauma. The title of the book is "Talking About Trauma Sucks." Catchy, right? I
That's
kind of
good.
figured that was a good topic.
That is good.
That is, yeah, yeah, and it's true.
Right. So it's gonna touch on. Hold on, let me bring up some notes for you guys. My thing. So it's gonna basically touch on noticing trauma, overcoming trauma, and dealing with trauma.
Mm.
I love
So
that.
couple topics in there is childhood trauma, psychological and emotional trauma. I'm trying to find some more for you guys.
Come on with it. We got a bunch of questions.
Huh?
So we got a bunch of questions.
Oh Lord.
Hmm.
Not you got a bunch of questions. But yeah,
Yeah.
so it's and I put a lot of my own personal perspective into it as well.
Mm.
Let me just go get my notebook. That'll be faster for you guys.
Great. I love that.
Because I sent it to Trey before, and Trey literally never looked at it.
Well, and I mean, if you do something I have done before, like is I've done editing for my sister. My sister like has helped people self-publish books, and like she has done like had her own like editing like kind of process. So she's hired me before to be like an editor for like a couple books that people have written. So I've done that before. So even if like you just want me to look over it like as you're writing it for like editorial stuff, I could do that too.
Yeah, right now I'm still in the stage of just writing off the top of my head.
Yeah.
If it's spelled wrong, it's spelled wrong when I go back and do it.
Yeah.
Whatever, you know.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you got to do. Start off with the rough draft, get it out your head first, and then fine tune it.
That's good. That's good. That's
Trying
real
to
good.
find it for you guys.
What has been the inspiration? Like, what has been the motivation behind your progress that you've made so far?
Um, Trying to get it done. I kind of been wanted to have it finished, but when I look back on it, I'm like, oh, that was kind of like not realistic time dates or whatever you want to say.
Mm,
So
okay.
I felt like I would have been rushing it, or I was trying to rush it
Yeah.
instead of take my time with it or whatever.
Hmm.
Okay, here we go. So some of the topics are childhood trauma, emotional trauma, mental trauma, and psychological trauma. Those are really the main topics that the book is going to be touched on, and
Hmm.
within all of those topics, I put a piece of my own personal, um, what's the word? I don't know. I put in some of my own personal feelings and attachments to that topic. So like if I grew up with childhood trauma, things that um bother me or whatever growing up, I put that in that chapter of the book. So people can see like, hey, I don't just go through this. Other people went through it, other people's going through it. Honestly, people are going to go through it. And then I also want to put probably like in the back of the book, a notes section. So when you're reading the book and you come across that page where I talk about statistics and things like that, if you want to keep note of that or whatever, you want to write it on your notepad or write on the back of the book. So I wanted to kind of be a journal book inside of a book, if that makes sense.
Mm,
Those books, I like those.
yeah.
Yeah, so you can take notes, you can highlight through the book. I want, bullet points. You can just write over the book.
Hmm. I
So
like
that's kind of how I want it.
Wow. That's actually dope.
that's really cool.
That's really dope.
I
You can
like
highlight over the book.
Yeah, so I want it to be like a journal book. Like if I put the sky was blue January 25th, if you want to remember that, highlight it, write on it,
Mm,
circle it, put a bubble around it, write it in the back. I want you to write. You know how some people don't write in the book, it's delicate, it's this, it's this. No, write
yeah.
on it, write all over it, write your feelings next to it. Maybe it inspire you to write your own book.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do want it to be a journal within a book.
Mm. Are you afraid of people seeing how vulnerable you get in these? Like, are you ever like feeling like you wrote too much, or you ever feeling like you want to just start all over because you're like, man, I don't want nobody knowing this.
Yeah. Like I would
Mm.
be writing, I'm like, nah, that's a little too much. So I'll like take it out and I'll put something else or I just won't put it. I have done that a lot throughout this book.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's fair, especially with in talking about trauma. Like you said, well, what is the title of your book again? Was like talking about trauma is tough or something like that?
Talking about trauma sucks.
Sucks. Yeah. So so yeah, so that makes sense too. Like in talking about it, like or in writing it out, like you're almost reliving some of it. Um
Right?
Yeah.
and so
Right. So yeah, I thought the book was gonna be easy to do, but when I started writing, I'm like, you know what? I fooled myself. But I like
Mm.
to write, so it's not a challenge with the writing part. It's the writer's block. It's the trying to have time to write, and it's the I don't know the feelings you get on some of the chapters, and when you're writing, it's like gotta take a break, cause. So
Mhm.
yeah, so I didn't think all of that through when I gave myself my first deadline to it. Then when I came across, I'm like, yeah, that wasn't realistic at all.
Yeah.
Well, I think that that's good though because it's like giving you something to like, learn from for like it gives you now you're like, okay, well, it is tougher, like this is a tougher subject for me to write about. Like it's something I have the stuff like to write about, but it takes more time in processing it, like when you're writing it out sometimes. So like giving yourself that grace and like maybe a longer deadline to have that time, that processing time.
Yeah, and like when you're doing, like when I'm doing the research on it, sometimes I catch myself going down a rabbit hole in Google. I have like 50 million windows up. It's like, what is the statistics of guys and emotional trauma and girls with it? Then it's something else to pop up, and it's like, oh, that's a good one. Let me click on that one, and then it's like this statistic, and it's like, so
Yeah.
yeah. Sometimes I just catch myself going down a rabbit hole on it. So that's pretty
Mm,
interesting as well. And then I also like conducted my own what you want to call it, draft. Like I asked a couple of my own personal friends. I think it was like 50 of them. Have they ever went through anything traumatic growing up, or even now, whatever? So I put that draft in the book as well, so that people will see that in there. So it's been fun. It's been fun. It's been interesting. It's been frustrating. It's been draining, but it's been fun.
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. Do you feel like do you feel like people will do you feel like the book will be received in the way that you hope it to be? Like, do you feel like when people start buying it, they're gonna have the reaction that you want them to have, or you kind of just don't know? You kind of just still feel like you don't know what to expect.
I don't know what to expect. I could just hope and wish and pray for it. But I think once I think I have a lot of friends from high school on my Facebook page or whatever, and a
Yeah,
lot of them do really good, and a lot of them cheer each other on. So I think if I post that I wrote a book and I'm posting or whatever, I'll get a lot of support from that, especially from people that I went to high school with. I think because it's we're older and stuff now, so you see a lot of my class and even the class before me, like kind of sticks together on Facebook. So I think I have support, even if people just buy it just to say they bought it, you know.
yeah.
But yeah, I could just wish and hope. I think so, though. I think so, especially with the journal part of the book. Like you can literally write whatever. If you want to write this book sucks, hey, write it in the journal part, you know?
Mm. And the journal part again is to do what?
So, like, take notes. Like, if you don't want to highlight or circle on the book, it'll just be a section in the back of the book where you can write, like, page one or whatever. She said this, or I want to go back and read this, you know?
Yeah.
So, it's kind of like your own notes on the book.
Mm.
And
So
say
like,
if somebody else is writing a book about trauma and they read my book and they want to take notes or pieces from my book to put in their own book, they can use the journal part in the back of the book to take their notes as they read, and so they won't have to go, back and forth.
I just bought this book recently that has like a note section in the back. See?
Yeah, something. Yeah, like that.
So
Wow. No, that's
What's that
dope.
book, Tyra?
this book is called Necessary. I
Yeah,
actually I got it on the TikTok shop actually.
I thought that was that other book from the TikTok shop. I got that one, the Shadow Journal book.
Oh yeah. No, this one is called Necessary. It's by Zenja Glass. Um and like I listened to her read this one chapter. Um it's what made me buy it. It was called um I am a lion, or you are a lion. And it was like super inspirational. And so I was like, I need that book. So I bought it. So yeah.
That's good. That's good. Marquita, you're not using real names in this book, right? Like you said that you wasn't using real
No,
people's names. Okay.
no. It's the book. I don't want it to be a book full of statistics. It is a nice amount of statistics in there, but more so me talking about my own personal life, but just like um events, So not really no one in particular.
Mm,
I know there have been books like that, like where people like they'll like say like the stuff in this is like real, but like I've changed the names, to protect the people. So like
Yeah, because you can get sued. So
yeah.
you gotta watch out for that type of stuff. But hey,
Yeah.
if the shoe fits and I called you Stephanie and your name is Simone, you can't. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. But yeah, you gotta watch out for a lot of that stuff. But yeah, I didn't talk about any like one person in particular, more so just events.
mm.
Events and feelings growing up, I guess you can say.
Wow, that's amazing. Let me ask you this. Well, I know you sent the book to me to read, and I did read some of it. Don't do that. But
Mhm.
is there anybody else that you're trusting to read it to or to review it for you?
No one to really review it. I have sent it to my little sister. She lives in Arizona. She's a teacher.
Mm,
And I just sent it to her a while back, but that's when I was still like really so early into it. Um,
yeah.
so no one have seen or read or anything what I have so far. Because remember when I first was talking about it and when I first sent it to you, I literally only had like the summary about the author and probably like the topic of the first chapter. But now I got like 3 or 4 chapters in now.
Great.
Uh,
And it's not going to be a big book. I don't want it to be a long, tiring, drawed out, boring book. Like it could be interesting in the beginning, and then if it's long and drawn out, it's gonna be like, yeah, what was she talking about? You know. So
Mhm.
something small. The chapter's not gonna be that long, and something that you can just throw in your purse. Read on the bus. Read at the on a train or something like that.
Great. You've got a good plan. So I'm
I know, right?
excited for when it comes out.
I know. I wish I was on the road doing it at work or whatever, but now that it's always the one mess ups for people.
Hmm.
Let me see. I'm trying to find you guys.
you got to read us something. Read us something now.
Oh my God, Trey, go on somewhere.
Come on. What's one of the stories that you're like the most, I guess, anxious about? Like people reading or part of the book?
Childhood trauma, of course,
Hmm.
because I feel like everyone can relate a lot more with that one. Like a lot of my research, 70% of people that went through childhood trauma,
Hmm.
and only like 40 or 50% actually reported it or even
Yeah.
said anything about it. So,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't even know that if I didn't do the research. So, you see, it's what I
Hmm.
want the book to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Girl, you will put me on spot. I hate you.
Come on now. Come on.
Uh-huh. Okay, I can read this part of literally what I just said. According to the National Council.org, 70% of adults in the U.S. have experienced some type of traumatic event at least once in their life. As a way, as as we try to heal from trauma, we as adults still have to live and move on in the real world. Let's be honest, we all got bills to pay. And I put that in bold, and I thought that'd be funny.
I love that.
So yeah, communication plays a big role in coping with trauma. Have you ever felt like you just needed to let it out? Have somebody ever walked up to you and just said, "Hey, how you doing?" and you just felt like you needed to bust out and start crying? You're
Mm.
not alone. You and 9 out of 10 other people feel the exact same way about you, but people don't like to speak on it. Sometimes strangers can give the best advice. Talk to a stranger, talk to anyone when you're feeling like you have no one else to talk to. So that's a little part.
I love that. That's great. I love that. I love that excerpt from it. Oh, that makes me very excited to like read it.
Right? And I put that like a little bit throughout the book a lot. I don't know why I thought to put that right there, but I just felt the need to.
No,
But that was like the perfect fit.
I like how it flows. I like how like you have your voice in there. I like how yeah, it's that's great.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna
back.
have to. I'm gonna have to send it to your email.
Yeah, I'll send you my email.
Kara will read that thing up.
I
I,
like Trey.
my
Hey,
Krita,
don't do that.
my Krita has a really good voice for her story though. Like
Wait,
it
let me hear it. Did she read some of it?
you did. Yeah, you missed it, Trey.
No, no,
You
no, no,
want to
please.
just?
No, no, no. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back.
Oh my god, Trey! Why you
Please.
did Trey?
No,
I
please, because I got a call. I had a call. I had to answer.
You missed it.
Oh my god, Trey!
Please. Let's do it.
Okay, I gotta pull it back up. And the nationalcouncil.org is clearly a website from off Google that you gotta give them their credit to. Um, so talking about trauma sucks. This is part of the introduction. According to the nationalcouncil.org, 70% of adults in the U.S. have experienced some type of traumatic event at least once in their lives. As we try to heal from trauma, we as adults still have to live and move on in the real world. Let's be honest, we all got bills to pay. Communication plays a big role in coping with trauma. Have you ever felt like you just needed to let it out? Like a stranger just walk up to you and ask you, "How are you?" and you just felt like you just needed to melt in their arms with crying. You're not alone. 40 to 50% of others feel the exact same way about you. Strangers give the best advice. Talk to someone when you feel like you have no one to talk to, mostly a stranger. They can't judge you. They don't know you. That's how you get Trey.
Not
Oh,
great.
that's actually really, really like you should actually do the voice like the voice audio book for it. Like,
I'm
yeah,
insane.
yeah, you got the perfect voice for it.
I'm
Mhm.
shy. I'm too shy for that.
Man, nah, you better do that.
Well, I think also like I think it works really well for an author to read their own book sometimes
Yes.
because they
Like the
know.
auto books.
Yeah, because they know like what they want it like it to sound like, you know. Especially like books that maybe like if you want it to have like character voices or whatever, then you might need like somebody else. But like it like for like a book like this where it's like your voice should be the one that's heard.
That's true. I'll think about it.
That's my opinion on it anyways.
I have to do a million retakes on one sentence. Because then I know, even when I was in school, I know I always get told I read too fast. So I have to catch myself from reading too fast. And then I'm from Chicago, but some people say I have an accent, which I do pronounce a lot of words like wrong or whatever, like fruit and fruit and stuff like that. But I don't know. Like, that's a good idea. I'll think about it. But I would have to catch myself a lot trying to do an auto book with reading way too fast.
Yeah,
Wow.
I could see that. I mean just
That's
I mean just practice, I guess. Like
Yeah. Because I talk fast too.
mhm.
But yeah, that is a good idea.
you talk fast, but like I think it's the inflections behind your words. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Mhm.
you give off like you can hear when you just read it, you write like you talk. And that's
Oh, yeah.
good. That's good.
Mhm.
That's good. Like you don't want to be sound like an AI robot. And then she went down the hallway and then it's just like, man, nah, like that's not her.
Yeah.
Like but when you read it, it sounded exactly how you talk. And I think that's what's gonna make people resonate with it the most.
Yeah, it's relatable.
It's relatable. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
relatable.
And I think that
Well,
that's good.
well, hey, you never know. Maybe I do the book in all forms. Because I know I do want to do the book online. But I think it would be fun and like probably the first five or first 10 books can get autographed or whatever in person or whatever. So I think it'd be fun, especially like shipping them out or doing like little pop up things like that. So I want to do that as well. So maybe auto book can get thrown in there. Hey, whatever makes the money, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly.
But yeah, let's try. I have to think about it and check it out.
Is this book kid friendly? Can someone read this to the children, the kids, or is this a book where it's like, yeah, nah, you got a PG-13? Like, where we at
Um,
with that?
it's kid friendly, but I don't know, like probably like more like teenager and up. There's no cursing or anything in the book, so I don't think like your grade school. I don't know. Well, some people grade school kids is smart, so yeah, it is kid friendly. I'll just say that there's no cursing or inappropriate
Mm,
stuff in there. And hey, maybe you need to read it to your kid. Maybe that your kid is going through it and you don't know. And maybe they, Mom, Dad, can I see that book you read to me yesterday? Or maybe something like that. Maybe that'll help you start a conversation with your kid. Maybe that'll help your kid start a conversation with you on the back of the book. Like if your kid not comfortable talking to you, they can write a note or, maybe they'll circle something in the book that catch your eye, like my son or my daughter circled that. I wonder, do they relate to that? Or maybe if I'm in a book talking about um is this live, Trey? No, you're recording this, right? This Zoom.
Yep.
Like if you're in a book talking about rape or molestation and you see that your kid highlighted it or underlined it or a question mark, something like that, that'll get you to start a conversation with your kid. That'll get you to check up on your child, things like that. So I say,
Yeah.
hey, yeah, read it, bring it up to your kid, show it to your child, read it to your child.
I mean, I used to like when I was going to school, when I was a nanny, like, um, sometimes like if I had homework to do, like I would read out loud like the book that I was reading for school to the kids. Like,
Wow.
um, you know.
Yeah, books is another way of communication. When you ain't scared to,
Absolutely.
when you're scared to talk it or whatever, you can read it and find something that relates to you. Even the topic of a book can start a conversation.
Mhm.
So, like, say you walk into Kira's house and you see my talking about trauma sucks books. Hey, what's that book? Or like, are you
Yeah.
interested in trauma? Or that can start a whole nother conversation. So I think it's a book for everybody. It's kid friendly. There's no cursing. It's some bold letters in there, but no cursing.
That's what's up. Super dope. I love it. I love it. Would you would you say that like there was no cursing, would you say that, um kids who have gone through trauma should read this book? Like kids who are still kids, or let's say they're going through trauma. Kids that are going through trauma, would you say this book is for them?
Yes,
Wow. Okay.
because they'll see how they're not alone, and even when I'm talking about trauma in the book, I'll put for instance, I don't know, say little Ray was walking down the street and stumped his toe. And in the book, it'd be like, I can relate because on this day, I also stumped my toe and I had to go to the hospital. It's something in there that they can relate to.
Yeah.
So yes, I'll say it's something that it can be in the library at schools. It could be in the library outside of schools. It's appropriate for everybody.
Mm,
I think it would be a way of like, again, talking about trauma sucks. It would be a way for them to like figure out like how to even have a conversation about it, you know? Like that's what it sounds like to me is like you're just being real about the trauma that you've endured or other people that you've talked to have endured and also just statistics that are around it. Um and so it could give them like a resource on like having the courage to talk to somebody about it
yeah.
is what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, kids will talk to you. I feel like kids will talk to you if they feel like they can relate to you. If they feel like
Yeah.
you've been through what they done been through, or you seen what they done seen, I feel like they'll open up to you a lot more than they'll open up to anybody else.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, yeah, what you both are saying, yeah, that relatability. Here, going back to, yeah, just that relatability that you're stating, that Marquita is showing through the transparency, you know, it actually um makes me want to ask another question too. Can transparency sometimes be a bad thing? Like, can transparency is transparency always good, or are there moments where you can be a bit too transparent? And I guess again, we're still talking about the book, but like, you know, are there some things that we just shouldn't share?
Nope. I
Can
think you
you?
can share. I think you
Mhm.
can share everything.
Oh wow.
I think you
With their
can
children
share
too?
everything with the point. With the point. Don't just go talking. Like if you feel like,
Mm,
say if you didn't, I don't know, say if you feel like that person or that child that you're talking to will get more comfortable with you or open up more to you if you open up to them.
yeah.
So say, hey, that child is in an abusive household. If you open up to them like, hey, and you see the bruise, you see the signs, things like that, like, hey, I went through this when I was little, blah 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 blah. Maybe the kid like, yeah, this is what I'm going through. I'm going to do the same thing. Or what did you? Or you'll see the signs Like if you tell them you did this, maybe they'll ask you, what did you do to get away from it, or what did you tell someone? They're trying to get advice on what should they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you open up to them. I feel like a kid will open up to you. So I don't think you can share too well. You can share too much, but like if you're trying to help someone else out, who they gonna go tell? Hey, she
Yeah.
said she was beat up at home just like me. Like I don't know. Like
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Go ahead, Kay.
No,
No,
I
you didn't
think
answer.
I think that I think being transparent is good.
Yeah.
Could could you overshare? I guess there could be in some cases where maybe you're oversharing with like but uh but I think that I think that you can always like talk to people. I think you should always be able to talk to people and you should be able to have conversations about different subjects with different age groups. I think it's important to have like honest conversations um about things that are happening, things that they're going to see in the world, like at an age appropriate level, at the developmental level that they're at, uh,
Yeah.
like I think it's important to have those conversations so that they know what they're going to encounter in the world or could encounter in the world.
Yeah. 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 So you don't think that you can ever be overly transparent or too transparent.
um, no, not really. I mean, maybe like I guess some people will be perhaps uncomfortable if you're too transparent with some things. Maybe with some people you have to be less transparent with, but I think that also just depends on like your relationship with them.
Hmm.
I guess if they feel uncomfortable, but like at the end of the day, like, I think you can talk. I think you should be able to talk about things.
Yeah. Wow. When it comes to wait, Kay, have you written books before?
No.
Do you desire to write a book one day?
I have thought about writing a book. I do have a book idea in mind, but
What's holding you back from implementing that idea? Because Marquita, Marquita, you've been on this book for a minute now. We need it to come out. But what's holding you back, Kay?
I think some of it's just time and some of it is like maybe a little bit of fear. I don't know. We're just like trying to figure out like the idea like I don't know. For me it's like get the idea and then like it's like taking the time to write it out and like and just do it.
Mm,
But I've had an idea. I have it in a journal, an idea of what I would write about actually. Um I just have to sit down and do it.
I feel that. I feel that. You've been honest with yourself. I feel that. I like that.
No, yeah. Yeah,
I love
actually,
that.
I have to find that journal too to find the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it.
Mm, I love that. I love it. I love it. This is and I think whenever you do something like write a book, start a YouTube channel, start an Instagram account, whenever you put yourself out there, whenever you make a piece of content, right? Like, hey, you recently created, I think you posted the Hawaii photos, right?
Yeah, I did just post those.
You posted them.
Yeah. Yeah, did you see them?
I I think so. I'm gonna have to double back. I
Yeah.
think I think I did. I think I did. But I did see you mention that you posted it. I don't know how I saw that. But didn't see it. But I do remember you saying that you posted it. And I think whenever you do something like that, you post, you open up yourself to some degree to the public, you're gonna always there's always a level of transparency that has to come with that can always be scary. you know, because you're putting yourself out there, you're opening yourself up to the world. You know, anybody can buy your book, anybody can see your post. And so that's why I have much respect for those things, those actions, you know, because you are literally saying, hey, this is part of me, a piece of my heart
Hmm.
that I'm gonna give you, you know?
Yeah.
And so and I respect that. I really do respect that.
And everybody gonna have an opinion. So what? Everybody gonna have something to say.
Everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody and their mama.
But no one cares. Everybody named mama got y'all know the saying.
Yeah.
What you saw? What's it saying?
Everybody named mama got an a-hole too.
That's
Hmm.
messed up.
I
That's
mean,
messed up. K agree. K over there.
it's
That's messed
true.
You
up.
told me to say it, Trey. I wasn't trying to say it.
Hey, say that.
Right. I already knew the saying. I didn't need her to say it, but you're the one who wanted her to.
Trey, how you don't know the saying, but she do.
Hey, I
Y'all need to
ain't.
switch spots.
I'm just like y'all harsh. That was harsh. That was
Yeah,
harsh.
you never heard that saying. Everybody has an opinion, but everybody got an a-hole too.
Do you? Oh, I have read that. I have heard that. I heard that. I heard that.
Jesus
It was
Christ.
just the way you said it. It sound harsh. You made it sound harsher.
Oh Lord, positive Trey.
It's just the
But
truth.
yes, no, Kira, write your book, girl. It is what it is.
Yeah, encourage her,
And do
Marquita.
do good or do bad. If it do bad, take
Hmm.
it off the market and fix it and put it back.
No, you're right. I do need to write it. You're right.
I'm
It's
on
been
with
on
it.
my mind for a while, so I should write it. You're like you guys are like I think the third person to tell me to write it. So
But I'll say this: start with a template. Like, I wish I would have did that. So like, I did it closer to like the middle of where I'm at now, but like have your introduction, have like somewhat of how you want it to go. And then
mhm.
like if your book is going to be different chapters, write out what that one first chapter is going to be about, right? What that second chapter is going to be about. So when you
Mm,
go to start writing, you pull that first chapter, do all the writing you can for that first chapter, everything you want for that first chapter, then you pull that second title, do it
Mm.
like that, a little bit more organized.
No, that's great advice. Thank you. That's great advice. Yeah.
but she putting us on. She putting us on. Come on now.
No, that's good. That's really good advice. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
Because that'll be helpful in like organizing it.
Yes, because I was not organized at first. I was literally just writing. And then I went to organize it because I was going all over the place. And I'm like, okay, you know what? So that's when I put out my notebook. Like, it's good with the computer, but I'm writing it. Like, I used to love, I never felt writing in school. I used to love writing essays and PowerPoints and all of that. So I still like writing in a notebook with pen and paper and then
Mm.
transferring it over to the computer.
Same. I love writing pen and paper first. I have to do it pen and paper first and then the computer.
Yeah, because like the pen and paper is like right there in your face, even though your computer is right there, but it's like, I don't know, it's a difference. I don't know.
To me, as much of like when I'm typing it, doesn't feel like it's coming out of me as much as when I'm writing it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense, but
Oh man, y'all those type of people. You gotta have the hard copy instead of the ebook. I know Kay. I know Kay.
I'm the type I'll have both. But you can have the
Mm.
e-copy. I'll take my hard
I
copy.
cannot. You and Kay are the same people.
Yeah, you can have the e-copy. I'll send it to you all day, but you can't have my hard copy.
yeah.
And then the hard copy, that's for proof. How, like that's proof. Like it was mine before yours. Like if somebody tried to steal it, it's mine before yours. Who's looked the oldest?
I cannot. Yo.
And like
Cannot.
the hard copy, like you can, I mean, I know that they have ways that you can like highlight in ebooks and stuff, but it's just not the same feeling as like when you're highlighting in a book. Like,
Yeah.
hmm
like physically doing it, you're like, this, like to me, it like soaks in better.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know. It's like with my notebook, it's so raggedy, it's so old, but like I got pages folded and ripped and stuff, but it's like
Mm,
I don't know, it's there and I don't know, it's just it's a feeling. It's like
it is a feeling. Yeah, it's a feeling. It's like poetry. Like poetry's the same way. You
yeah,
know,
like
I
in
can't
your
see.
poetry
Yeah,
book.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. It's like
But actually,
can't.
that's kind of funny because I haven't written my poetry in a notebook, but I have written it. I do have like a poetry like on my computer. So that's kind of funny that it's different.
What the? So you write your poetry? You don't even write your poetry on paper?
Mm-mm.
See, you're a hypocrite.
Yeah.
You're a doggone hypocrite.
Different, I guess. I don't know. Different.
Nah, okay.
Trey is messy. I literally write everything on paper first and then I'll transfer it over to the computer.
I am messy.
No, Trey is
Oh,
messy.
Trey's messy. I can be messy too.
Hey, I'm just saying. Look, no, but I get it. I get it. I definitely get it. I get it. For you both, I understand exactly the nostalgic feeling that comes with it. Um, yeah,
And don't
like
forget, stuff on computers can be deleted even by accident.
That's true.
yeah, yeah,
True. And that is yeah, and um that's another reason why like the hard copy is good.
Mm.
yeah.
You see what happened to people Facebooks? People Facebooks got hacked. Like I had the same Facebook since I was in high school, and then like a
Uh,
couple years ago, it got hacked or whatever, and it got took. So imagine all those photos and stuff. If I didn't have
wow,
them backed up, imagine all that stuff I lost.
Yeah.
wow, wow. Yeah,
Like even the like when the Facebook does the memories and stuff like that. With my new Facebook, I don't have any memories because it's a new Facebook. But I'm like,
wow.
Yeah,
thanks.
that's true. I don't have any memories either because I had deactivated my old Facebook, but I have like I had, downloaded and saved all the stuff from my old Facebook. So,
Yeah, no, they took my Facebook. They hacked it and took it over, and I tried to recover it, and it wouldn't let me recover it. But I had that Facebook since like
mm.
2007 or something like that.
Mm,
Oh my gosh.
that's crazy.
I think I
Yeah,
got
that's
that fixed.
yeah. There's a place for old fashioned. You know what I'm saying? Like oftentimes
Yeah,
we maneuver and we move to ebooks, e this, e that, but there's definitely a place for old fashioned way of doing things. You know what I'm saying? And um the good thing about reading, the good thing about books, even this group, this community, is I think for me, it brings me back to what was, like when we're reading books, when we're talking about books or writing and this and that, it brings you back to those moments where you remember sitting in class. I'm not sure about y'all, but in middle school and high school, we would dim the lights and our teachers would play audiobooks. Like they would do audiobooks. We would flip the pages and read along with the audiobook.
in grammar school we used to do that.
Hmm. We used to do that. And then we would popcorn. Sometimes we had popcorn where people would call and then the girl I liked over there across the class, she called me. I'd be like, all right, you know what?
Bad
Okay.
Trey,
Like,
cause
look, look, I'm like, you know what? She's like, Trey. I'm like, okay, okay, here I go.
he just took it way
I'm
out of the
just
park.
saying, that's
He
what
had he just had to bring in that
Just took it
he
way
had
out of the park.
that
no, that's what
somebody had a crush on him and called him out.
that's what used to happen. It's just like, Trey. I'm like,
Oh my
oh
god,
man, okay.
he took it way out of the park.
I'm serious. and
Yeah,
then
and then it shows, and then like pencil and paper, it shows the older generation that us younger generation still know how to put stuff to pen and paper and not just computer
yeah,
this or computer that or things
yeah.
like that. And I'm left-handed, so sometimes when I write,
Oh my goodness.
I get the pencil on my hand or the marker or the pen or
Oh
whatever on my hand.
man.
So it's just like you can't beat that sometimes. Like you'll miss it.
Yeah,
And be happy you can still write. Hey, you could not have any hands.
that's
That's
true.
true. And the smell of a pencil when you sharpen it, like, don't y'all miss that? The pencil sharpener, don't you miss the like the electronic?
Or
I had
just trying to get up out of your seat in class to go to, and say you got to go to the pencil sharpener, knowing you don't have to go to the yes,
Yeah.
Kira.
Okay. Yeah.
You tell your
yes.
friend to meet you at the pencil sharpener.
Uh-huh. Pass your notes there.
Pass
Mhm.
your notes, yo. The pencil shavings be all on the floor because ain't nobody catching them. Ain't nobody put the trash can underneath the, like, you
Yeah.
know.
Yes, and I used to get fussed at because I was left-handed, so my hand always used to go right across my paper after I wrote something, so I used to smear it all the
Just we
time.
smear everything.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I am not rewriting that. Like, no.
That's horrible. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I miss those days. I'm not gonna lie, I do miss those days. And I told someone this a few days ago. I was like, I think one of the reasons I created these groups was ultimately because I wanted to go back to like high school. Like I wanted to go back to like middle school, high school. These groups gave me that opportunity, but in my own way. Like movie day with pizza and all the pizza parties and yeah, let's talk movies and TV shows. It's like you get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like anime, we would talk about those different things in class, and like these groups to me is what I would have had. The way I have them now is how I would have had it if I had a school. Like if I could go back in time and be a principal of the school or own the school, it would be like this. Like let's just talk about things we love, right? But you can't come to class unless you love it. Yeah.
You should have some people not be going to math class.
Oh, people would
Me,
not go to math.
me.
Hey.
Unless you put math into money increments, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. No, you're right. Because we didn't use any of that mess.
Mm-mm.
Where did we use geometry and
But
calculus?
if you have, my dad was a math teacher, so he will tell you, Trey, exactly where you use it in real life.
Really?
Nowhere in your dreams.
I no, I gotta talk to him because I want to know.
You don't use trigonometry, geometry, or nothing nowhere.
I'm My dad would disagree. I don't always see it either, Marquita, but
Ask
my
him, tell him to use trigonometry on counting a couple dollars and tell us how he used it.
my dad is a whole my dad will tell you
He
all
will break the whole $100 down to 25 cents, then bring it back up to the dollar and divide it by
every
$3.
birthday. My birthday is coming up, so every birthday he tells me exactly how how much older he is than me, like how what my percentage of age has in
Mm,
comparison to him has changed. Like he always that'll be
wow,
a birthday card somehow.
I'd be like, Dad, if you don't
that's
want to drive me
hilarious.
freaking nuts, you'd better get your butt away from me.
I
He
cannot.
has something to say with math, always.
Yeah,
That's
no, I
dope.
hated I hated math and I hated math at school. I used to diss math class so much, but they knew I loved my horticulture class with plants and animals and things like that. And that was my major in
Mm,
high school. So they had to threaten me that if I keep ditching my math class, they was gonna take me out of horticulture. I said, "Whoa, y'all pushing it. That's taking it too far." So I started going back to math class.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, writing and history was my thing in school. But yes,
that's crazy.
I can't wait to finish the book, Kira. I can't wait till you tell us that you started writing your book.
Yeah,
Um, I
yeah.
can't wait to finish this book because I do have an idea for my second book, but I'm kind of gonna let it be my son's book. I kind of want to do a kid's book with him.
Oh, cool.
That's dope.
That's the
That's dope.
idea.
Wow.
But it's
That's
gonna be an easy book with him. I kind of want it to be. He's I think I told you he's obsessed with transportation. So I kind of do want to do like learning ABCs with JJ and transportation types. So like the letters and stuff can represent the construction truck or a boat, a train, a car, something like that.
Mm,
So we'll see.
that's dope. That's
okay.
freaking dope. I love that. I freaking
Yeah.
love that. Yeah, no, keep it going, keep it going. I think it's beautiful what you're doing. I think it's beautiful. The
Thanks.
Yeah, I think it's all beautiful. Just don't stop and get it out there. You know what I'm saying? You've been writing it for a minute now. We need to see something published somewhere so we can start tasting this.
I know. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm working on it.
Come
One
on
day at
now.
a time. And I was
Come
doing
on.
so good doing it at work, though. I was doing so good. I was like moving along every day at work. I was working on it, but then they had started getting on us about being on our computers and stuff.
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, just set up a system to get it done, like to knock it out slowly but surely, little by little
Yeah.
by little. But we can't be doing no chapter every 5 years. Mm-mm.
Nah.
We ain't doing that now. Cause
Nah,
this,
I set small little goals. I have a small goal. When I start working on the chapter, I have a deadline that I want to be able to be done with that chapter and moving on to the next chapter.
yeah,
So that helped me a lot too with getting the chapters out of there because I was stuck on chapter one for God knows how long or whatever.
I know.
Yeah, so making the small goals like chapter two needs to be done by blah 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 blah. I get chapter two
Hmm.
done. So yeah, so
Yeah,
that helped me a lot.
That's good.
gotcha. Yeah, in your own time, there's no right timing, but I just want to make sure it's not fear and doubt that's keeping you from it.
Nah, and then I work third shift, so when I get home, I ain't thinking about that. I'm in my
Yeah,
bed.
yeah.
So yeah,
No,
the
I
only
feel
time
you.
I really had to work on it was when I was at work, really. But I just got back off vacation, so I'll be able to, pick it up.
Yeah,
How was
you
your
got it.
have a good vacation from
It
work?
was good. I did absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
Absolutely, absolutely nothing. I
yeah.
went to Chicago for like 2 days, but then I came back because I had to come back to get my dog, which I should have just took her with me. But yeah,
Mm,
other than that, I was saying I was gonna do, DoorDash and Uber. I did absolutely nothing.
nothing. Yeah.
I bought a walking pad from my TikTok shop, so I've been doing that. Other than that, hanging around my house, cleaning up, getting sorting through our clothes. Nothing really.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
As you
good.
should. Nothing. Do nothing. Yeah.
When we have vacation, that's
Yes, the vacation was really so just so I catch like the third shift was kind of starting to kick my butt. So
Mhm.
the vacation was really to just catch up on some sleep, honestly. And then my son
Mm,
was on spring break. I didn't think about the day that I went on vacation for work was the same day he went on vacation from school. I'm like, godly.
that's awesome.
So
Hey,
yeah, I just spent my whole vacation with him on spring break.
Wow.
nice.
Wow. And I know he's gonna appreciate that. I already know.
Yeah, it was fun. He haven't seen his granddad in a while, his dad's dad. So I took him out there. He spent the weekend with him or whatever. So we did a little something, but mostly a lot of nothing.
Mm,
The dog got to love it. She went to the dog park almost every day.
Nice.
that's dope. That's dope. I forgot you had a dog.
Yeah,
Mhm.
a blue healer.
Ah, that's the name of the dog, like the type of dog?
Yeah, she's a Australian cattle dog. You
Wow.
know the cartoon Bluey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the same
Hmm.
dog as Bluey, the cartoon.
Oh, cool.
That's dope. That's
Yeah,
freaking dope.
little Maple.
Mhm.
Send a post a picture in the book group.
I
One
just sent you guys one in the chat, actually.
of your dog.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna show. Oh, it'll show in the chat.
Oh,
Cute.
this is
St.
She's
Patrick's Day. Had the little green on.
That was her first. I took her to the pet store to get groomed, her first groom, or whatever, since we got her from the animal shelter. So they took her picture to post it on the bulletin board.
Oh,
adorable.
so cute.
But yeah,
Adorable.
she's spoiled, spoiled rotten.
Love
These
that.
like professional pictures, man. Like, wow.
I took that picture of her on Christmas when she got her pearl necklace for Christmas.
I cannot, not a
Oh,
pearl.
She do
cute.
look at the picture. She has on a pearl
So
necklace.
pretty.
She got
Kara, a pearl necklace.
She
a
looks so
pearl
happy. I
necklace.
know. I wish, like, honestly, I wish Kate, my cat, like, I wish she liked collars and stuff, but she does not. Like, she'll destroy them. Like,
Dang.
put
Yeah,
it on,
your cat not going for that girl.
like, she'll destroy it. But, like, I'm like, I want to get you, like, a really cute, like, pretty, like, because she's, like, a princess. And so I'm like, I want to get you, like, a pretty little
Mm.
necklace.
Girl,
But
cats
she
are
wouldn't do it.
gangsters.
I know,
Are
exactly.
Cats are gangsters. They're not going for any of that.
Well, Jack, he lets me put bandanas on him. He lets me like dress him up. But like
Mm.
She is. She's a diva. She's a gangster. Like we put on a collar on her when we got her at 3 months old, and like it was destroyed.
Yo,
Point. Like it was off and destroyed, and we're like, okay, you don't need a collar. It's fine.
that's crazy. That's
You know, she
crazy.
got a lot of clothes. I just bought her a tutu for Easter. Her and
Oh,
JJ is gonna be having outfits for Easter. And that in that picture, the gray that she has on, that's a Whitney Houston shirt.
I cannot.
My sister
What?
bought her that for Christmas.
love it.
Whitney Houston was Whitney Houston faces on like the front.
Yeah, the face was on the back of the shirt.
That's awesome.
I cannot, man. That dog gonna hit a note. And
No,
it's
she's
like, oh,
actually a really, really good dog. She don't bark unless she notified me that she needs to go outside. And
wow,
if somebody rings the doorbell. Well, the other
wow,
day I had a friend come over, but me and my son was already upstairs with the lights and stuff off. So I think in her head we were already in bed, but I left the door unlocked for him. So he came in. I guess he had the flashlight on his phone. She went nuts. She sounded like a pit bull, a Rottweiler. So I have never seen her do that since we had her. And I'm like, what the heck? What the heck? Like I actually had to calm her down. And he's like, I don't.
wow.
But I'm like, maybe because in her head she's like, my people in the bed sleep. So who
Absolutely,
is this?
Yeah,
But yeah, I think if I didn't get up to calm her down, she was gonna get him.
probably.
Yeah, when I tell you I jumped up so hard, she literally sounded like a pit bull. I'm like, what the heck is
yeah.
going on?
Wow.
But
You
I
should
think,
have.
yeah, I think he just scared her though because he came around the stairs with his flashlight on his phone, and we
Oh
were
yeah.
already in the bed.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You better tell him he can't be doing that. Like people
Yeah,
get hurt like that. My
he
goodness.
probably thought he tried to rob the place.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like you got a good guard dog then.
I know, right? But hey, you get past my dog, you got to make it to me.
Yeah.
That's messed up. My queen ain't gonna even go before dog. She said she gonna put the dog first.
Cause
You
my
get.
dog be in the hallway. My dog sleep in the hallway at night,
Dog is
Mm,
hurt.
so they gonna get to my dog first. But by the time you get to my door, you better know how to pull it before I can pull it. Cause
you better stop.
I'm just saying. I told you, Trey, I'm considered to carry and I go to the range faithfully because I love it. So you better make sure you know how to use it before me.
Hey, y'all heard him, man. YouTube, TikTok, wherever I post
Oh,
this
I
piece of
forgot
content.
y'all live streaming Kira. Hey,
Yeah,
yeah.
we yeah, hey.
Oh yeah, I am actually live streaming right
Come
now.
on now,
Kira,
let's
that's
do
usually Trey doing that. I was wondering what your little setup was right there.
It's me. It's me this
that.
time.
Hey, you be
Come
making
on.
me look crazy on your podcast. I'm
Eh,
always talking crazy.
nah, you good.
I need to get me May May back in here. She was the crazy one.
Yeah, she wanted to join. She actually was supposed to join. Damn, I should have hit her up today. She been busy though. She's always ripping and running. She's faithful with the gym, but she's a
Yeah, but
busy
I
woman.
don't see her really on Facebook like that anymore. She was posting a lot.
She was. She don't post a lot anymore.
I don't see her like that. Not often like I used to. I was seeing her almost, I don't know, a lot.
Yeah, like every day. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we'll see. Maybe I'll message her. But I gotta go. This little boy goes back to school tomorrow. Tomorrow is my last day of vacation.
Wow. Now enjoy that. Enjoy tomorrow. Enjoy tonight. Yeah.
Can't wait till your book comes out, and I will
And
send you my email so that you can send it to me if you want to.
okay,
Yeah. Okay.
Trey, you already sound like you've been to bed this whole call.
Right.
Well, I've been on the couch, but I'm definitely heading to the bed. Absolutely.
Yeah, you've been
Absolutely.
sounding half asleep since the other call.
Absolutely.
Well, at least you ain't
Absolutely.
doing DoorDash.
Yeah, nah.
True. We don't have to hear.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're welcome. You
Y'all are
order?
so wrong. Y'all right.
Do you
No,
order DoorDash?
like we're in the middle of like something deep, like some deep
Yeah.
conversation, and then all of a sudden, I'm here to pick up blah blah blah.
Yo, that's messed up.
Or it'll be like, you're welcome, thank you. It'll be like, what the hell? Who you?
I know. What are you saying thank you to? I literally just poured my heart out.
Right. My mom's dog died yesterday. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you.
Well, no.
Uh,
so and so lost their son yesterday. Oh wow, thank you so much. You have a wonderful day. Yeah.
Right? Like Trey, that did not go with that topic.
I'm crying on the call
Right.
saying thank you. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Okay.
Well, I
Nah,
gotta get going.
absolutely. I appreciate y'all. We're wrapping it up here, man. But thank y'all so much. I'll be posting this too. If not tomorrow, then it'll follow the recording we did earlier, which was mental health and fitness. So they'll all follow right behind each other with the posting. So I should have all of these up at least by the end of the week. So be on the lookout for that. Kay, definitely check YouTube too. We have a video that seems to be ramping up views pretty fast actually. The demon one,
Oh
it,
yeah.
it's almost like 400 views. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, like people are
Thank
loving.
you.
Yeah, somebody just commented underneath it too, and they just left like a really big comment.
Oh
So
really?
yeah, you might want to check it. Yeah, it's pretty dope. People are listening to
Yeah.
you. So Marquita, that's what I'm saying. Like, I hope you didn't say anything, and I don't think you did, but people are really sitting and listening to these things. These like hour-long videos, but my
Mhm.
comments are starting to grow, and that's telling me people are listening. So
Yeah, I follow you on YouTube. I be on your YouTube. You know that when you be up
hey,
at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning
you hey, don't do that.
playing the game.
Hey, sometimes you gotta play that Spider Man. I know.
If I was your girlfriend, I'd turn the Wi-Fi off right in the middle of your game.
Hey, well, K be in there too though. K be in there. She be up. She be up and she be in
Playing
there
the game
too.
with you at 3 in the morning.
She
Only when you're out there at like 7 in the morning,
yeah,
Trey.
yeah, true,
That's
true,
not
true.
at the middle of the night.
True. Yeah,
No, Trey would be on YouTube playing the game at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Nah, I'm
no,
sleeping.
no, I used to. I don't do it no more. I don't do it no
Well,
more.
you used to. You know what I mean.
I used to. Yeah, I used to do that all the time, okay.
I
Yeah.
message him on YouTube like, if you don't go to bed,
Yeah, she would hop up on and you be on YouTube too at 2 o'clock in the morning
I
messaging
work
me.
third shift. Of course, I'm gonna be
Oh,
woke.
okay.
He was at work, Trey.
Hey.
But anyways, good night, people.
All right, y'all. Love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Until next time, it's your boy Trey. Let's just talk books with Carrie and Marquita.
Bye.
Bye.